There we go. Alright. So I used to just let that song run the whole go, and I don't think I'm gonna do that as much anymore. So if you folks do miss that full intro and you want time to kind of come in and settle and get yourself comfortable, snag something to drink, whatever, just let me know. Let me know. But till then, I am hopping right into it if I'm ready for it. And I'm about ready for it. So, let me go ahead and switch to the work table here. Boop. There you go. I was just getting this little standy thingy about ready because it's going to be the star of the show uh, right now. Um, we're doing the washes on the Jack Irons fig right now. I'm hoping. It looks like the paint's dried more than enough. And so we're gonna take. It's gonna be a shorter stream than the last one, significantly shorter. I'm thinking because washes are just pretty easy to apply, and most of the trouble with washes is waiting for them to dry. So this might only be a couple minutes, but I thank you folks for joining me, and you know, this is how you do the process. So might as well while I got everything set up, right? So hopefully, again, everything's nice and dry. That would be the optimal thing. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is start with the browns and the skin tone, hitting that with what Games Workshop called Reichland's. Oh, this might be a little bit harder to do. Reichland Flesh Shade, but we'll see. I'm also going to do that on the cape. In fact, I'll probably start with the cape because it's easier. I'm just gonna prop it up against that. So go with the wash to try and get it in the crevices so it pretends to be shadowing. That's all I'm doing is giving this a little bit of a shadow. I don't want it to be too loose, too thick either. That's not optimal. Not optimal in the least. But you want it to kind of go in the crevices to highlight, you know, where shadow would be. It's a little bit of a lie, but it's a pretty lie. It's a pretty lie. There you go. All right, the cape is done. I'm just going to put that there, lean it on up. It can dry like that. All right, now Big Boy Jack himself, starting with his face and then going into his hat. It's going to be a quicker stream, folks, by the way, but maybe I got something else I can talk about right afterwards. But can I get into the light? That's the problem with holding them upside down like this. It's going to be more difficult to get the light. There we go. Get that shade in there. I can fix some of that in the highlighting that I'm seeing here. I wish I got in the base coating already. I didn't get everything I wanted. That's annoying, but happens. Yeah, put the shadow over his eyes. I like that. I like that. Alright. Yeah, lighting is my biggest enemy here, so you know what? I'll just use that for drying. And then we'll just have to go with it from there. Use too much, you're also in trouble, so try not to use too much, especially when it dries. You get in a hairy situation that's kind of hard to fix. That's the worst part about this kind of inking. You want it to highlight and to collect in the right places, but you don't want it to wash everything out. You just want it to highlight the details. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can do about that. That I'm gonna maybe have to do a heavier. There you go. Little heavier. It's all right It gets this little bit of rust kind of tone going on the metal. Did I get the back here? I did not. Let's get that. Let's get the back of the hat. And the goal is I got to keep them upside down. That's how the shadows are going to lie properly. So again, it's a little difficult in some places, but so far, luckily, it's not taking the paint with it. So I did wait long enough, which I didn't always do when I started painting. So I would wash out the paint and it would get pretty shitty, pretty quick. So I think I'm actually going to take a break after the first wash color here and let that sit for a while. Maybe just chat with you folks before I go to the second wash color, just so things don't go crazy. Always a possibility. Yeah, dry brush will fix that up nice. All right. Get it into the crevices. Using it again for the browns and for the skin tones. A little bit on the guns too. Give them a little bit of that rusty kind of reddish look. Just a little bit, and I'll be picking that out and using actually Noon oil or whatever black wash I have. Take care of the rest there. But let me look at this guy. That kind of worked. It might need a little bit more on the face. Just to really emphasize things. But yeah, I'm having trouble with the lining, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Get the belt just under the belt. Still haven't decided how I'm going to wash the shirt or the pants. I think I'm just going to use black, and then it'll look weird for a bit, but then when I get to the highlighting stage, it'll be perfect. Main thing, even I could even use this red on this flesh shade, as it's called, on the chest if I wanted, and it would be all right. Because that I actually want a little bit more red. Oh, howdy, Warren, and right on. Cool, thank you for picking one up. Thank you, thank you. They weren't the massive hit we hoped they would be, but damn are they cool. You know? Pretty stoked they exist. And I'm, honestly, I've been putting this off way too long. Way too long. So, past time, past due. Past time, past due. This got done. The hand again. I don't know if I'll use any glazes. That would be the final step after I do the highlighting and stuff. And I don't know if there's actually any part on Jack that needs a glaze. What? I'll look at it, see. There we go. Get the skin tone right. Excellent. Get that hat a little bit better. Move with the belt. Play with it a little bit on the belt. There you go. There you go. washes do cover most sins. Just FYI. Now, do I want to do the red on his chest? Or do I want to do the noon oil? I think I'll do a little bit of this, see how it looks. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And then I'll use the black, and then on the dry brushing step, it'll be nice and set. Pick out the colors again. Let's get that shading going, huh? Looking pretty good, honestly. I'm impressed. He's dirty, but he's an old apocalyptic cowboy. I expect to be a bit dirty. Alright, let's let that sit for a minute. We'll do the flesh shade on the skull here in a minute too, but I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. Take a look at it, see if anything's kind of fucky. That's not too bad. All right, let that dry for a minute. See if I can get it sticky before I use the noon oil. I wanted to use it on the boots, but then it's gonna go straight onto the pants and onto the metal there as it's drying. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, honestly, but not too bad. And again, with the highlighting, I think it'll be better. So let me see here. There you go. Alright. So that is going, and it is working. The lighting's a little different, but it's fine. Then what I gotta do, skull boots, I'd like to do with this too. Let me see how, problem with this is, it's not noon oil, it's a little bit blacker. How'd the wash dry on this? I actually need to wash that again, so that's something I can do. Alright. So I'm a little worried I can overdo that second wash I'm going to use on the metal. But we'll see. Wash the cape again because it did not set in that well on it. Which means I might have to do the same on old Jack himself. We'll find out. Might give it a second or two again. See how it goes. More patience than you do. I'm terribly impatient at this, honestly. If I wasn't live streaming, this would have already been a mess. If I'm 100% honest, it is. I have a lot of fun with it. I actually forgot it's been years, but I always want to move on to the next step, right? And a lot of this is wait. Wait for it to dry so you don't fuck up what you already did. And so I'm trying to make sure I do that, particularly when I get to the backer pieces. This one's my test piece to just see how it comes out and go from there. But I'm seeing it come together, right? I could leave it at just a wash and it would look fine. That's what you do for like a tabletop mini if you're doing a bunch of them. But I'm going to do highlights on this guy too. I don't know if I have mithril anymore, but I have a... There it is. I do have a brighter silver, so that'll be nice. And I'll put a little bit of blue. Oh, it's unopened too. Excellent. Put a little bit of blue in there, and then we'll get Jack's armor correct. I am a little worried about these pants when I put this Noon oil on it. Let's see how thick it is. Ah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I watered it down apparently last time I used it. Alright. I guess that's enough drying on the flesh shade. Yep. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer, so I don't want to flip them over. Oh, lighting. There we go. So now we do the part I was most scared about. See if it works out. The equivalent of inking for miniatures. It's a lot quicker. Now that drawing, that's something I'll never have the patience to do proper. This is relatively easy comparatively, at least to me. Oh, that didn't dry up very good. That's all right. I guess I just gotta apply this here too, but that's fine. I'm actually gonna have to apply a couple washes, it looks like. Not to everything, but to a few of these things. Well, most things I figure it's tenacity, not so much talent. You gotta want it. And it's, it's something to steady the mind. I always appreciate having something consistently that there's another step, there's something else to engage the brain. Because the whole alone with your thoughts things gets pretty old pretty quick. I'll tell you that. Like any job I do, I become kind of a piece of shit pretty quick when they expect me to just hurry up and wait. That's another reason I wouldn't have the patience for that kind of gig. So just different types of patience. Yeah, see, this isn't picking up the details like I was hoping it would. That's gonna have to come from the highlights. Sadly, it's not a biggie, but it's annoying. Oh, that sucked. I pressed too hard. Son of a bitch. Alright, so this is one. This is a tough fix. Gotta be careful. The paint apparently did not. These figures, like the resin, doesn't take to glue for shit. It took me forever to get this fucker attached to his base, and I could never get the cape to stick for shit. I'm hoping the paint will help this time, but damn, it doesn't look like the paint's even sticking either, which is, yeah, that's annoying. Oh. Where did I even put that? Oh, I'm soaking it. Ha! I was not prepared to have to also paint. Thought I would just be washing. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little patch. Just a little patch, and then you'll have to wash it after it dries again, which is annoying, but there's a little patch. Alright. It's gonna look weird. Oh well. Patched. Alright, let's get these pants before I fuck anything else up. Oh boy. Alright. Then I can get the boots, but gentle. Gentle. Be gentle. You fucked it up because you weren't that gentle. You're basically applying just watered down ink to only recently dried paint. It's not something that'll take force very well. Oh, that's even getting a little sticky. Alright. Eh. Yeah, this is the test figure. I'm very glad it's the test figure. It's gonna look fine, you know. Definitely, like for tabletop gaming, it'll be a little bit above the standard, but for what I want to give the backers, not so much. Not so much. But it's getting done finally, so I'm happy. There's the black. All right. There we go. Pick up those rivets. That's what I want you to pick out. Pick out the rivets so that they show up a little bit more, please. All right. Crotchal region. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this is Model's model. From back in the day, it's actually been fixed so that that pistol problem won't occur again, which is nice. The right-handed pistol breaks off in shipping basically 100% of the time, or at least did. Not now. It's now a 5-piece kit instead of a 3-piece kit. The arms come off now, and so during shipping, the pistol shouldn't bend or break off. That was the biggie. Also, he should have his cigarette now, which is good. His actually should be a big old cigar, if it's right. I think that's a wash. Didn't pick out as much on the pants as I wanted it to, which is a wee bit disappointing. And that patch job I did is shit, because everything's wet. Might have even taken the primer off with it. Holy hell. That's the problem. I don't know if the resin he uses is optimal for painting. But again, he has updated since. So I can't say. I don't have any of the new models myself. Come on, just sit in there so that I can do this patch job. Yeah, this is going to be a bit fucky, but it's alright. It's doable. That was... Again, it's going to be fixed, but that was dumb. I'm in too much of a hurry again. That's the problem. If you don't have patience, it's really easy to fuck this shit up. And then patching is possible, it's just not easy. Yeah, see all that ink falling off. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to patch that chest, which is annoying. When I apply the highlights on the silver, it'll look good. Yeah, way too much on that gun. That gun's fine. The snub nose is not. The unintentional snub nose. Face came out alright, that's good. Faces are usually the harder bit. Okay, that needs to be spread. Head up in them crevices. Stop peeling the paint, man. I don't want to patch everything. Yeah, I should have waited maybe overnight. So I'll do that on the other ones. I was just enjoying painting, and I was like, you know what? I'll jump back into it while I'm here and do this next step that takes a while to dry. But the other step probably should have also been given more time to dry. But it's alright. It's just a couple patches that can happen during highlighting. Alright. Hang him upside down, get his boots and that skull, and I'll be done. And then it'll just be drying tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do the highlighting. And I at least sussed out the problems, if nothing else. Yeah, I'll do that on the boots too. They look a little bit more dirty anyway. The flesh shade will do fine. Alright, get out there. It's not gonna work. It's not good for painting, it's good for drying. Alright, get that, and then up. Up stroke. Up in there. Gently. Gently, Cody. I want to make it worse. You're trying to make it better. Alright. Okay. But yeah, finally getting this part started. I put this off forever because I was intimidated of not being able to deliver, for one. Something worthwhile. But fuck it. Is where I'm at now. Just do it. I've got issue 4 coming up. I want this all behind me. I'm taking a lot of interesting choices with issue 4 and how I'm doing that campaign. So I want as many things in my corner as I can get, and actually fully delivering is probably the number one thing. Fucking A. I actually had sent out an update that if I couldn't get to this by the end of the month, I was going to refund those backers. It's only 3 backers, but it was a high tier. And they deserve something cool. This will actually work out pretty good. It's going to look really dark and dirty, like he's fucking run through mud for a while. But then once I get the highlights and the fixes, it'll look pretty good. It'll look pretty good. Okay, I still gotta get that skull. And most of this will be what they call flocked over fake dirt or grass. I think I'm going to do dirt, so I'll just use the local pebbles. I'm in a high desert, so it's easy to get the right kind of ground for miniatures in the desert. Desert-based miniatures. Alright. God, that's gonna bug me till I can fix it, but if I keep trying to fix it now, it's just gonna make things worse. Gotta wait. Gotta wait till things dry. The face came out good, which was my biggest worry. I can do a couple highlights on the cheekbones and the nose and stuff, and that'll be good. I don't really have to do this back part. It's gonna be covered by a cape. Is that it? I don't want to overdo it and just cause more damage. Get those boots a little better. Make them look a bit more rugged. Dry brushing this will be a lot of fun. I like dry brushing. You break brushes dry brushing, and that's always fun. Get that up there. Get a little rusty older looking. Get that on there. Aside from my couple fuck-ups, this ain't bad. This ain't bad. Alright, I'm not gonna touch it anymore. You're done touching it, Cody. You're done. You fucking ruin it if you keep touching it. Alright. Yeah. Howdy, Bullet Ninja. I'm not sure who you are either. But welcome, welcome. Let me see here. Huh. He added me to a DM group not too long ago alongside Dan, and he was talking about the Rogowski model. So I'm as far as I know, that is still moving forward, whether or not you know it is, which is kind of shitty. But I thought Dan was kind of moving that forward for you anyway, so maybe that's why you don't know at the moment. But yeah, I saw, the new 3D model, and he said it was ready to be printed or something close to that. I can even check it to get more accurate. But this was relatively recently. It's within the last 2 months. Um, for Regina, and it was still looking good. It was still looking good. Um, yeah, putting stuff behind. Howdy again, Bullet Ninja. Thank you for stopping by. I don't recognize your name either. Um, the J Ryan. Oh, okay. Alrighty, well, welcome. I think I finished my wash. This was definitely going to be a shorter stream than the 2-hour base coating stream. Gotta blow that out of his crotch, huh? A little too thick there. There we go. But we're gonna have a highlighting stream tomorrow, which will be the finishing, because I don't think I'm gonna do glazing on this one. The skull also is basically done. I don't have to do much. I'm gonna dry brush it, I guess. The detail doesn't show up too well in the guns, but it'll pick out as I pick it out. He's like a dirty old cowboy. It'll work. It'll work. I'm gonna have to mix it just a tiny, tiny bit of blue in with the silver when I highlight. Now that'll do it. But yeah, that was washing. With a couple mistakes that I know better not to do. If I had waited another hour and a half, probably could have pulled it off, but it was still I should have waited overnight. I'm in too much of a hurry. But all that does is reinforce what I need to do for the actual models. So that's why I was doing this one. But yeah, I guess that's done. I set out another Indiegogo update just a few minutes ago that kind of detailed the base painting of this and then where we are in the campaign. So I was glad to get that out. Number 4 still up for pre-launch. It's going to be till mid-September, late September maybe. I'm waiting till I finally get some pages from Maxi. I am starting paying for pages before I launch, so I'm hopeful that's another bit in my corner. I'm really excited for number 4. The script is my favorite so far that I've done. But we'll see. I'm super intimidated for number 5, but we'll see how all this goes. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing this kind of streams more often. It's relatively calming. I had a really shit day, and this actually helped. Usually I come home and I can't do shit. I'm all beat up, lately depressed, and this gave me something constructive to work on. So that was appreciated more than I thought it would be, besides also getting stuff off my shoulders that have been on my shoulders since my original promised date of these being painted and delivered was November last year. It's almost been a year. So yeah, but we are pretty much done fulfilling the campaign. Just some metal cards to go out. I'm still waiting for some folks to get me their t-shirt sizes, or I'm just going to send them an XL. And after that, I'm done. So, fucking A. Long Road to Jack Irons 3 is going to have a part 2. Where I talk about, Long Road, that I jumped the gun on that stream, but here we are. Number 3 is available for sale digitally for $1 through at Wicked Publishing right now. Hopefully, through next month, you'll be able to pick up all 3 through them. And actually, the new printings with the new trade dresses that match our current style. And that's another card in the corner for number 4, hopefully. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Bullet Ninja. Phrasing, I'm sure I said something. I missed it, but I'm sure I said something. I said crotchal region enough times, so I'll just pretend it's that, even though it's not. And that'll do it. All right, folks. I keep seen things I want to do, but they're the next steps, and if I do them, there's a good chance I'm going to ruin it. I'm tempted. I want to do that patch because I think it'll stick if it's dried enough. I just got to really make sure the paint's relatively dry because I'm going to have to rewash it since I'm patching it as well, and that's annoying because it just adds extra time. But we'll see. Let me see. Just a little bit of paint. Just a little bit. It's a tiny patch. Just right there. Just apply it and let it dry. Ah, it's too wet. It's too wet. That's phrasing. Is it? I think it's good phrasing. More paint, less water, please. More paint, less water. More paint, less water, please. I don't need all this water. Yes, that's paint. All right. Get up on there because I don't need much paint. Yeah, see, I was set up for the washes, not for painting again. That was silly. Right there. Patched. The ass needs a patch, too. And then that can dry, and I can rewash it tomorrow. Patched. All right. Patching done. Nothing moving. Let it dry. Don't fuck around. Done. All right. That's it. That's all I can do. And then the rest will be, again, another wash since I have to make those patches match. And then highlights. And number one will be done. The highlights will take a while, so it's probably about 5 hours. A good painter probably take about 10 to 15 on this guy. So maybe I'll try to do a little bit more when I do the backer pieces. But that's it. I can show you folks upside down is about the best I can do because I don't want anything to move. You can't see the coloration up there. Can you see? Yeah, but it's distant. So let's move this webcam. Boop. Give it a second to get some. What about that? My monitor kind of grays it out, so I'm hoping you're seeing colors better. You can see where I had to patch. And yeah. Oh god, that's no light at all. Something like that. I don't know. It's something. It's something. But yeah, thank you folks for joining me. I knew this one would be shorter. I didn't know I'd fuck it up a little bit, but it's how it goes. I haven't done this for years, and even when I did do it, I wasn't great. I was serviceable. And that's all I really expect to be in most things is, you know what? That's handyman-like. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, dry brush will help pick up those details a little bit more. Anywho, thank you folks so much for joining me. I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. This has been doing some washes on a Jack Irons figure and a little bit of a patch job since I did the washes too early. I'll catch you folks tomorrow, because I can't do this tonight, with the highlights, and hopefully the finishing touches just overall. I might just do the highlights, and then, I don't know if anybody'd be interested in a flocking video. All you do is apply watered down Elmer's glue to this, and then you put dirt on it, in my case, and I think I've got some faux grass still to sprinkle on there to give it a little bit more character. Paint the base brown in a circle. I mean, I could do a separate vid on that step too. That would be a short step. So I might. Why not? We'll see. But wish I could find the piece of that barrel. I could cut it so it looks a little bit better as a snub nose. Like if I cut that little piece out and then cut that, then it would actually look like a separate barrel. It's fine. Whatever. I'll figure that out. Oh, god damn it. Every time. So this shouldn't fuck anything up. But it didn't shade properly under the scarf. I just need it to dry in there. Dry in there. Okay. God. keep thinking I'm done. I've said bye probably about 3 times now. But legit, that should be it. All right, folks, I'm going to go before I completely just burn this thing and start over. So, so all right, folks, you take care. Thank you so much for joining me. And see you tomorrow. And yeah, the red and blue will pop. The red and blue will pop. We're at the grimy, everything looks rusted stage, which works for some miniatures and even kind of for Jack, but not what I'm going for. I want it to be kind of comic booky. We got bright, vibrant colors in our work, and I think I'm going to be able to do that on this. I got to be so careful during that fine detail stage, though. The things I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might just do the dry brush. That's probably the safest way. So I don't know. I'll figure that out tomorrow. Thank you, folks, so much. Thank you, and you take care. See you on that rusty trail, as I try to say at the end, but I don't always get to. Or I say it way before, and then I say it like 4 times. Because I just can't let you folks go. All right, take care.
you